You can describe the gospel kind of like this. God in the beginning had a design of how life was to work, and God's design was good. It was right. It was perfect. God's design was a world that was free of sin. It was free of pain and death and brokenness and all those things that we live with today. God designed his world and it was good. But then we came into the picture and we said, you know, God, your design is good, but I kind of want to do it my way. And whenever we step out of God's design and do it our way, that's what we call sin. Sin is stepping out of God's design and saying, God, we know better and we're going to do it the way we want to do it, not the way that you designed us to do it. And whenever we sin, whenever we walk down this path, it always leads to brokenness.
It leads to pain in our life. It leads to pain in the lives of others because of our sin. What we read in Genesis chapter 3 is that we now have a broken relationship between us and God. Our sin breaks and damages our relationship, even within ourselves, and it breaks our relationship with others. And in our brokenness and pain, what we do is we search for anything that will bring temporary relief for those things. And so out of that brokenness, we start searching for all these things that will give us a new identity, a new image. We try to project that we're okay. We turn to maybe a relationship or finances looking for security. We turn to maybe an addiction looking to escape the pain of that brokenness that we feel. Anytime we go outside of our brokenness looking for something that's going to fill that hurt that we have, these things act like rubber bands. We stretch them all the way out here and then they snap right back. They snap us right back into this place of brokenness and pain. And there's nothing that we can do on our own to rescue us from this brokenness that we feel, to save us from this sin. And so, the good news of the gospel is that God knew there was nothing we could do, so he did something about it.
He sent Jesus. Jesus came down from heaven. He lived the perfect life that God designed us to live. He loved perfectly the way God designed us to love. And then Jesus went to the cross to bear the weight of our sin and our brokenness. And now, he has been resurrected and ascended back into heaven. And when we embrace him, when we turn to him, he comes and he fills our life. And so, when we turn from our brokenness to Jesus, we begin to find new life. And the way that we do this is through faith and repentance. We put our faith in Jesus and we turn from the old way of living, the old path that we were walking down, and we start turning towards him. And once we do, then Jesus begins to do this work inside of us. Like, this is now who we are. We have the image of God inside of us. We have been turned into God's masterpiece. And so, then God starts this work of renewal in our lives. And what he does, and the way he does it, is he begins to chip away at the old. He chips away at the old of who we were. And then he sends us out on mission. He sends us back out into the world to help other broken people find and follow Jesus.